Hey, how about you, everybody? Welcome into a special edition of Inside the 20 with just myself and a special guest. We are going to have a little surprise here for you in a bit. But this is Inside the 20. We will do our absolute best to get the most recruiting intel to you inside the 20-minute mark. We're going to bring in a special guest in just a moment. Before we do, I had to address a couple of emails I received, people looking for somebody to call for a new car. We got the answer for you right here, folks. Caleb Schofield, Auburn man, 334-531-0996. He is at Mike Patton Auto in LaGrange, Georgia. New Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Hondas. Fantastic used car lot. All those used cars have to pass a multi-point inspection before they even put them on the lot. And then they back those used cars with a free 3,000-mile warranty. And then all those new vehicles come with a free lifetime powertrain warranty, unlimited time, unlimited mileage. If you're not in the market for a car and know somebody who is, send them to Caleb. He'll send you $300. Caleb Schofield, 334-531-0996. Now, it is my pleasure to welcome in our special guest this week, Mr. Auburn himself, Mr. Trovon Reed. How about you, big dog?
Man, what's going on, big man? How you doing?
I'm doing great.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, you make me want to go buy one of them cars from Buddy.
Caleb Schofield.
Hey, you made them cars sound like they got some Bugattis over there, man.
Hey, Caleb will hook you up, T. Reed. He bought Keith. You know, Keith lives in Tampa now, and Keith bought a car from him. And dude sent it to his driveway.
Hold on now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go back and read the intro. I mean, look at the intro. I might have to get his number, dog.
I got connections, big dog.
Hey, you the GOAT.
Oh,
I don't expect nothing less.
Trovon Reed back at Auburn. You have been for what, 3 years now?
Yes, sir. Going on 3 years. Going on 3 seasons.
Won a national championship at Auburn, 2 SEC championships at Auburn. Played the NFL for 6 or 7 years. My favorite, had a pick six against the former Heisman Trophy winning quarterback.
I think I know that guy.
Yeah, I think he's coming tomorrow.
Hey, I think I know that guy. I might have to see him face to face. So y'all hear about anything, man? It wasn't me. I ain't started.
You ever give him a hard time about that?
Every time I see him.
Hell yeah, I think I am.
Every time I see him, I just remind him. Just a little bump on the shoulder just to let you know I'm here.
A little ego check.
Yeah,
Just remember.
I got one on you.
T. Reed and I go back, man. We go way back to Trovon's probably junior year in high school. And Trovon, I know this has probably been talked about a lot of times, but some people don't understand how difficult it might have been an easy choice for you to choose Auburn, but I'll never forget how difficult everybody around you made it for you.
Yes.
Listen, folks, I have seen some stuff in recruiting, but I've never seen the pressure on a kid, 16, 17 years old. You were young for your grade, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
You had, openly, not persuading you or suggesting to you. Like, I was thinking about Jarris McIntyre down at Tampa Catholic. You asked Jarris about his top recruits. Man, I'd love for them to go to Auburn, but I'm not, I want them to go where they're happy.
Right.
I hope it's Auburn, but if it's not, man, I'm going to be pulling for them. Dude, it was not like that. I'd never seen anything like that. Thibodeau High School, looking back on it, man, I'm like, man, you guys should have been ashamed of yourself. You were very vulnerable. You just lost your mom.
Yep.
I don't know. It broke my heart, man, to see the things that I did especially when I went down there and saw it in person. Mm-hmm. I've been hearing about it and all. But anyways, you made that decision. You've maintained it was the best decision you've ever made. I'm sure you're happy to be back at Auburn. Have been now for 3 years. How excited were you to find out you were going to be retained by Hugh Freeze and this new staff?
Man, I was super excited, to be honest. Of course, what comes with the job, when you do a good job, other people reach out. So I had a whole bunch of people reaching out, things of that nature, but I didn't really get a chance to entertain it because he told me the day when he got here and he got Cadillac, I was the next one. So it was one of those deals to where, out of respect for him to get off that plane, come here, take the job, retain Cadillac, retain me, without getting to know me, I gave him that much respect that I'm not going to even entertain these other jobs. So, man, he a stand-up guy. Everything he has told me thus far, he stood on it. I'm with him.
Trovon, what was that like after Harsin was fired? Cadillac gets promoted. Looking back, I mean, just from the outside in, it was a totally different atmosphere.
Man, listen, and it's no disrespect to Coach Harsin.
Sure.
He tried. You know, he put his best foot forward. It just wasn't the right fit. You know, and he will do better at his next job. He will learn from this. He will land on his feet. I got faith in the guys. No disrespect, man, but when you get an Auburn guy, Cadillac Williams, to take over, and the energy he brung and the life he spoke into these young men when they didn't have nothing left, when the world gave up on them, man, it was so inspirational. It's the best thing I've ever seen as a football guy. Like, being around football, I didn't play for championships. I didn't been on championship teams. I didn't play in the NFL. That was the most inspirational thing I've ever seen, period. The way he spoke to guys who didn't believe in themselves. The way he got a group of guys ready who was 3 and whatever. You know, like, man, it's I still tell him to this day, he don't know. Like, to me, that's Black history. Like, that when February come, we need to honor Cadillac. That's Black history to me. Because it's for and I'm not making this about race, but for African American to lead the Auburn Tigers out that tunnel and for them to fight like that for him, it was strictly for him. It was nothing else. They was fighting strictly for him. And I was fighting strictly for him. Like, because that's my brother, man. It was so, I can't even put it into words. It was so inspirational. Like, I still get chills when I go back and watch some of his videos. The video with him and Cole walking out the tunnel and the lights off, and like, it's game time and you doing an interview, man. Like, that is next level stuff you see on movies. And one day they gonna write a movie script about this dude. I need my role. I was there. I seen it. I can tell you firsthand every single little detail, man, because that's one of my right-hand men on the staff, man.
I have my first year was in 2004, Cadillac's senior year, so I had the chance to cover him and then watch him go through. He was one of my favorite running backs growing up. I mean, if there wasn't Bo Jackson and Brent Fullwood, there was Cadillac Williams for me. But if you – I guess what my point is that I've had the chance to meet Carnell, not Cadillac, the running back, but Carnell, the coach, and Carnell, the man. And I saw what he did after he was named interim coach for the little guy. I consider myself a little guy, man. He wanted to make. I mean, he wanted to make sure we had what we needed. He was. He's a damn good man. And I wasn't surprised to see the guys step in behind him, follow him, and put up one of the – I mean, the fight against Alabama for that team. That team on paper shouldn't have been in the ballgame with Alabama. Shouldn't have been in the ballgame. They were playing inspired football. I don't think anybody denies that. Huge story. Huge. So you see that transition with Cadillac.
Mm-hmm.
Hugh Freeze comes in, I think in the 1st of December. Got about 2 weeks for the early signing period. What was your role?
With Freeze, or
once Freeze got in, what was your role? I know you do a lot of recruiting. I know you do a lot of player relations and stuff like that. What was your role? Was there a lot of help there with you in that transitioning from Harsin's staff to Freeze's staff?
Yes, sir. Man, it was nonstop recruiting, and not just recruiting new guys, recruiting our guys to make sure they don't leave. Like I said in one interview, man, we probably had the least guys in the country hit the portal, and that's a hat off to guys, myself, Cadillac, Zach, guys who really hold this thing together, who held this thing together when it was all over the place, you know. So, man, we just got together. Freeze gave us the plan and we executed it. It wasn't no question. It's coach, who you want, how you want it, let's do it. He gave it to me, and let's like it was let's get it. Like, it was it wasn't no hesitation. It wasn't no second guessing. It was, man, let's go do it. I want to win. I want to win. He want to win. Let's go get the guy so we can win. And it wasn't no bad blood. It wasn't no like, you know, man, it was all good energy from him. I seen the real. I knew I was retained way before I put it out. Man, we just handle business, and we're gonna continue to do that.
0 to 100.
Hey, to 1,000.
It was impressive covering that recruiting class, putting it all together, and then the transfer portal. What were your thoughts on that 2023 class?
Love it. I feel like we covered ground on positions that we needed. You know, man, with the rankings and all that, man, so messed up because you got high school, then you got portal.
Sure.
I guarantee if we put our class into one, we have a top 5 class. I wholeheartedly believe it. But it separates. So
sure.
You know how that go. But man, I really believe the guys that we brought in are ready now. They will be guys that's ready to go and compete against the best now. And that's what we needed. We're trying to win now.
I think that flip from Keldrick Falk was big.
Oh, man. Super big.
I've heard some good things about Keldrick.
Dude, big. Dude put on 20 pounds. Dude, 280 now.
Damn.
Like 275. Somewhere.
He carries it well too, doesn't he?
Oh, he do. He looked great.
Mm-hmm.
He looked great. He got the muscle. We knew that kid was a game changer the whole time. You know, him, Reed, all those guys, those young guys. Yeah, we knew those guys were game changers, man. Like, and they're gonna help us this year. They're gonna help us this year. So we got to get some more of them guys.
Trovon, I have seen this spring, man. It seems like every practice is just. I mean, there were studs there today. Today we're recording this on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
There was a handful of studs. 2024, 2025. Last Friday, every day it seems like last week. What do you think the reason all these kids are coming? I mean, not a lot of commitments yet.
He the man, bro. Like,
what does he do? What is it about Hugh Freeze that? I mean, is it just he's so relatable, personable?
I don't even know if he sleep. To be honest, he wake up, recruit, go to sleep, recruit. So if you're around that, what you do? You wake up, recruit, go to sleep, recruit, and if everyone doing that, it's hard. It's hard for you to beat us, you know. And
yeah, man,
he's on it. Like, he love it. He love it. He really enjoy it. And you can tell he build genuine relationships. We're not throwing money here, there, and it's a building thing. NIL gonna be NIL.
Yeah.
We don't have no control over that. I don't know your value. I'm not looking at no website to see your value. I care about you as a person. First, whatever you get, I salute you, big dog.
Yeah. And I tell you what, Trovon, one thing we talked to recruits, man, one thing stuck out. He had told Cole, he said, Hugh Freeze told me, he instructed me, he said, take a pencil and a piece of paper. And every time.
Get a notebook.
Every time I call you, put a mark down. He said, now every time another head coach calls you, put a mark down. He said, and if that ever gets close, you let me know. If anybody ever gets close to me, you let me know. And I thought that's really indicative of how involved this head coach is, which is, you know, some head coaches are not as involved. I don't think Bryan Harsin was that involved. And just from talking to recruits, he had a different system. He had a different way of going about things. I don't think everybody's like Hugh Freeze, so it's not a shot at anybody, not a shot at Harsin. I'm just telling you, Hugh Freeze is, if I'm going down swinging.
Right.
I'm not, it's not that I don't trust these guys, because he hired some ace recruiters on the support staff. I mean, y'all got it's not just about these assistant coaches, man. Y'all got some aces in the hole.
Yes, sir.
And for Auburn to get back to where y'all were 13 years ago, I know it more than anybody. the reason that you got to that point was talent.
Agree.
And I think Hugh gets that. I think when you look across and see Nick Saban and Kirby Smart and you look at their rosters and you want to be like them, beat them, you're going to have, as Tuberville said, the Jimmies and Joes, man.
You got to. X's and O's don't matter if you ain't got them guys out there.
Trovon, do you think Hugh Freeze is the right man for Auburn?
100%. I say that without a doubt in my mind. I can look straight in the camera and say it. Man, he gets it, man. Like, he get it. He understand. He know. He had the #1 class at Ole Miss.
At Ole Miss.
Like, he get it. And then that's no disrespect to Ole Miss, but we Auburn. Like, he get it. He get it. And another thing I like to tell those kids is in that same notebook, tally mine and see if Freeze called more than me. So it's competitive. You like to compete, I do too. I do too, and I'm gonna talk to him more than you. And that's just the way. If I know we doing that, I know we talking to this kid. I know we talking to this young man. I know if we both on it like we say we is, we gonna get him. We're gonna get him, and when we get him, we're gonna cherish him.
As this NIL has come on, and the one thing about OTV, On to Victory, Auburn's NIL collective, is that they didn't want NIL to be a reason somebody chose to go elsewhere, which I thought should have been, hey, you want to go to Georgia Tech, whatever, that's fine, but don't go because you got a better NIL package than we do. But in the end, all these schools are going to have comparable NIL, man. It's going to go back to old school relationships.
Yep.
If Joe Blow's got this offer from Alabama and this offer from Georgia, he's going to have a comparable one from Auburn, and then he's going to end up choosing which school he has the best relationship with, which coaches he has the best relationships with, at least typically. So I think relationships is going to remain as important as any part, even with NIL coming in. What kind of we've been asked this question a lot, T. Reed, from somebody from the inside. Give us your opinion. Do you think Hugh Freeze can get Auburn back to that national championship contenders? And do you think he can do it in 3 or 4 years?
I wouldn't be surprised if it be this year. I wouldn't be.
Hang on, man. Hang on. Something just happened. Did you say this year?
Nothing happened, dog. Wi-Fi good as a I'm not gonna put that pressure on our team. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I feel like, man, he's a great offensive mind guy. Like, man, this league you got to score points. Freeze known for scoring points on anybody with anybody. So it's, man, again, no pressure on our team, man. We're gonna go out there and let the ball roll and do what it do. But I wouldn't be surprised. I'm going to just put it like that. So 3 to 4 years, yes, 100%.
You heard it here first, folks.
I wouldn't be surprised, dog.
I think it'll be quicker than some people think. I think it's going to determine. I'm curious to see the quarterback position. And we had somebody called into our show the other night and was asking about, the quarterbacks or will you be disappointed if, this guy goes out there or this guy goes out there. And I was like, man, the good thing about Hugh Freeze and Philip Montgomery and Kent Austin is that I trust their opinion. I trust that whoever they put out there is the best guy that they think it's going to give them a chance to win. And if they don't have him on the team right now, they're going to go get a guy in the transfer portal. And Hugh came on the show a couple of weeks ago and said, he didn't say I'm definitely getting a quarterback. He said, maybe. So I think that'll determine a lot. I think that'll determine a lot of whether Auburn has a lot of success this year. But as far as you're concerned, the coaching, the system, the culture, the play calling, all of that is in line for Auburn to compete immediately.
100%.
Just need the talent.
That's it. Like we got guys that could go out there and do it. So we don't need more players to do it. We don't need that. We have the guys, but we would love more players. If that makes sense. You would love the top guys. the guys that you don't really got a coach like that. Like the D-line coach at UGA didn't have the coach Jalen Carter. He was gonna bully you anyway.
He just had to put him out there.
You just got to get out there and tell him what to do. Like, you don't have to really do too much with guys like that. So if we could get some guys like that, people in trouble.
Like, make it a little easier.
Yeah, make your job a little easier. You could sit back and you could relax as a coach. You're not gonna go gray as fast.
Makes you look real good, doesn't it?
Hey, why you think Cadillac still got waves? His hair still dark. Them running backs run that ball, dog. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no worries. Jaquez gonna tote that pill.
Ooh.
So it's no worries, man. We got a good culture going on right now, and the recruits, they feel it. They feel it. They feel it. Trust all of them. Like, it's different. Y'all, you came to practice, you see it. The energy is different. It's different, and there's no disrespect to no one on the last staff. It's just different.
Yeah,
Freeze do it different. So
yeah, right. People have their ways, and his way it's being well received by everybody. I believe that's fair to say.
100%.
Trovon, appreciate you, big dog.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you joining us, man. Appreciate what you do.
Yes, sir.
We'll have you back. Maybe we'll check in with you in a couple months, see how everything's going.
Say less. I'm always ready, dog. I'm a call away. You know that.
Yeah, folks. Trovon Reed says this year, competing, maybe, he said. It's a good way to end it. We will be back. We got another special guest lined up for later this week, man. Might even spring it to you on Wednesday. Another special guest right here on Inside the 20. Hey, we appreciate everybody listening. We appreciate everybody watching. Go join our YouTube page or subscribe to our YouTube page. Please. That's all we ask. Thanks again, everybody. For Zach in the back, I'm Jeffrey Lee, man. Y'all stay out of that left lane. See you.